All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And before we jump into everything this chart has to show us, I do want to announce that I have a Twitter account. I will post the link down below. And in the Twitter account, I will post different stocks that come up on my screener, anything that I'm watching, and just general discussions on stocks and investor sentiment. I'm also going to use it as a form of means to communicate with you guys and notify you guys when I post videos, because on my YouTube channel, I can only send out notifications with so many videos, and I do more than the enough amount that's allowed to be used for YouTube creators. I kind of got tongue twisted there, and how I was going to explain that. Excuse me for that. But basically, I'm going to be able to notify you guys on other videos as well, because I know a lot of you guys watch different videos that I post, multiple ticker symbols and so forth. So I want you guys to be aware of them, and that way as well, by the click of a button, you can retweet them, share them with your friends, share them with your community, and pass along the insight so that every investor is well equipped for the next trading day. So let's see here what Ocugen Inc. is showing us. The first thing I noticed when I zoomed out is that this is pretty steep, right, compared to the previous downward trend. But I'm noticing something. If the bulls can hold themselves up from hitting newer lows, right, and create a consolidation, we might see another run. It might create that same effect. Okay, let's say it goes a little bit more down. Comes right back up, and it does this movement, and then we'll see another jump up, and then consolidation. So Ocugen's chart right now is onto something big. If it continues this behavior, we're going to watch closely these lows that are very important to watch, but Ocugen's chart is looking like there's going to be a pattern if it consolidates, and the next hype, the next news. And those of you that went ahead and commented in yesterday's video about the reasons why these two catalysts have happened based off of news, thank you so much for taking the time to write it out and share it with other investors. Those of you that took that time, again, I appreciate that, and I hope other investors do as well, because the more equipped we are with knowledge and what the charts are showing, the better we are to make rational decisions as investors, right? Maximize profits and minimize losses. But yes, the first catalyst was due to the fact on the trial and how they were doing, the trial phases results. Also, Ocugen announcing partnership and possible vaccine opportunities, and then the biotech firm's information on what type of vaccine it is. This second catalyst was emergency approval in India. The next catalyst we're waiting for, which is going to be the most important one, is receiving FDA approval for Ocugen to distribute and be the U.S. distributor of Covaxin. I think that's going to be one of the biggest catalysts in this stock. Now, if that does not get received, no matter how much Ocugen is partnered up with biotech firm in India, it's going to go in the downward direction. I need every single investor to be aware of that risk. This is risky. But so far, Ocugen is having this type of effect on their stock in correlation to how Covaxin is doing in India. That's all they've done. They've basically tied their stock price, and their chart and their company to the successes or behavior of what's going on with Covaxin in India. They still are just partnered. They still aren't the official U.S. distributor. They haven't been approved for that. Once they do, Ocugen's going to change the game on their chart, on their whole business model, and how they're going to go about distributing this vaccine here in the U.S. markets. It's going to be a big deal, right? And I saw someone comment down below, Ocugen goes from, eye treatment and eye studies, right, for the eye, and now it's trying to be a vaccine distributor. Well, it's trying to be innovative. It's trying to shift or become notable in more than one area, or trying to make some capital to continue their studies in, obviously, ophthalmology or anything that has to do with the eye for eye disease, right? That you can see down here at the bottom of what they do. Now, I find it interesting, and it's something that Ocugen's trying to take, advantage of the fact that there's going to be a need for vaccines. But I mean, can't blame them for that. But we need to watch this carefully. We need to be very vigilant of how this stock is moving. But I believe that if it holds itself up, just like I drew out, there could be a possibility for that sideways consolidation and the next jump up, because all we're waiting for is the next speculation, the next hopeful news and positive news moving forward with Ocugen and the biotech firm in India that made Covaxin in their partnership and what goes on with them, right? So let's see here. We're going to see our new lowest point, and this lowest point, honestly, needs to be held up. Yesterday's support needs to be held up, right? At this point, that needs to be held up, and we're certainly above it a little bit right now, and that's 246. And we're about to see our new support level, which needs to be held up even more, because we do not want this stock to just continue to break through support levels, getting closer and closer to newer lows and eat away these gains, right? We want this stock to have a consolidation period similar to what happened here, holding up the gains from here. Obviously, it came back down, up, and so forth, and came back down to that point, but held up about, 50 to 60% of the gains from the previous run. And that's the same thing we want here, but this is already eaten away almost 60% and left anywhere between 30 to 40% of those gains. And the consolidation needs to start soon. If not, this could start to hit newer lows. So that's what I want every single investor to be aware of. Also, I want you guys to stay tuned till the end of this video. I have a stock that I've been watching, and I want you guys to add it to your watch list. I do a full thorough video on it. I'm going to post it later tonight. If you comment down below, I'll directly send you the link through the comments, right? You'll have access to it. So I look forward to seeing your thoughts on Ocugen moving forward. Any news that you may have found or anything that you have seen in your due diligence and research, you can piggyback off of this. I'll respond to your comment, and I'll also share with you the link to the stock that I want you guys to add to your watch list and definitely do your due diligence on moving forward. So stay tuned for that. So Ocugen here, the 50-day moving average is 280. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we'll be in bullish territory. So the bulls definitely want to break through that. And their next point of reference to break through and the next resistance level is 297. By breaking through 297, they can start to work their way up to newer highs and work deeper into bullish territory. Now let's see our support here. So it's 240. This is the lowest point in this downward run. 240 needs to be broken through. Not needs to be broken through, actually. This is the point that does not need to be broken through. And if it gets broken through, we will see this start to hit newer lows. This is the point that we don't want to see get broken through. I don't know why I said needs to, but if this gets broken through, this will start to see newer lows, and that's what the bears are trying to do. And we do not want that to happen. We need to see a consolidation moving sideways so that we know that this is holding itself up and not losing those gains. So 240 does not have to get broken through. This is what the bears want. And if the bears do break through that, this could start to hit newer lows and newer support levels. So be very mindful and watch very closely how this stock is doing if it breaks through 240. Now, the resistance is 270. Since it's still in bearish territory, I want every single investor to be aware that 270 getting crossed does not guarantee that the bulls have made it to break through the 50-day moving average and back into bullish territory. No, this is just momentum, and this shows us investors where the stock is going. And if 270 is turned into a support, that can be the beginning catalyst to get one step closer to the 50-day moving average to then end up in bullish territory. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. But 270 definitely needs to be broken through by the bulls to work their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and get one step closer to the 50-day moving average. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And one last thing. If you guys haven't guessed already, the stock is Walgreens. Walgreens, WBA. Start doing research and your due diligence on that, because I have a full thorough video on that. And that's a stock you want to add to your watch list moving forward. You guys might agree with some of my theories in the video, but I did a full analysis on some things I found interesting. And moving forward, it's looking like it might repeat itself. Doesn't guarantee it, but it's showing that. And there's a lot of great reasons why, too, Walgreens might be a good pick moving forward. That can probably even double your initial investment. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold, but I do want you guys to add it to your watch list. Look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below so that I can share the link with you guys. Once again, thank you for watching, and let's make some money.